Hey everyone, my name's Chris, and on this channel we talk Kanye West. And today we're going to be talking about Donda and where is Donda, or why we aren't getting Donda, I guess, today. So it is 6:30 p.m. On Friday, and I got this info for a couple hours ago that's just saying that Donda's finished, but not coming out today. And this source is somebody that had reached out to me before during Jesus is King. And you may remember the rollout for Jesus is King. That weekend, we had the experience in Detroit, Chicago, New York City, and everybody thought the album was going to come out Friday, then maybe Saturday, then Sunday, as these experiences were happening, and then it didn't. And then we were eventually told October. We'd have to wait a month until the end of October. So this source had actually reached out to me then, and based on what they do, who they are, they have industry connections and information that other people don't, right? So they were told through that the album was delayed and not coming out until 10/25. This is Jesus is King, mind you. And they told me that at the time, even though there hadn't been an official word on the streets, or official news story or anything about it. And of course, with these things, I'm always skeptical. You know, you have people reaching out that have less credentials than this person has that say that they have info. I know people in the past have tried to share info and it didn't go well for them when it didn't turn out well. So the Jesus is King info, I really wanted to see if it was true. And it did. The exact date that they said it was going to come out a month before is the date that it came out. And it made sense who their source is that they told me and in context of like what it is they do. So they reached out today about Donda just to share what they had been told through the industry channels, right? And it was that the album's done and we weren't getting it today. And the reason for that wasn't Taylor Swift, at least it seemed, but it was more just the overall drama of the week and it not feeling like the right time to release the album. But the source said that they were just told it's not coming out today. With Jesus is King, they got the new date of 10/25. With this, there was no new date given. So does that mean that it's indefinite? Does that just mean that it's coming out at midnight tonight? That's where it gets a little bit more tricky and confusing and makes reporting on these kinds of things, I guess, kind of harrowing because you never know how things are going to change. And then even after I tweeted this and this started to blow up a little bit, there was a deleted tweet from Casey Pluto, who has been associated with Kanye recently, was listed under the Yeezy Sound team and roster. And it seems Casey has been out in Wyoming kind of commenting at times about Donda and then deleting the tweets. So he commented on this with just a cap emoji, right? And that set off a whole chain reaction too, because is the cap, and it got deleted, is the cap that the album isn't actually done and is still being worked on? Is the cap that the album wasn't delayed and is still going to come out today? Is it both? Is it something different? We didn't get any further word from Casey on it, just the cap emoji. And I went back to my source with that and he just said, yeah. I mean, because the thing is, the source's information's industry, right? And then Casey, if Casey really is out with Kanye right now in Wyoming, knows firsthand what's going on with the album. So I think that could account for maybe discrepancies, but we still don't have the album, right? So I guess we'll see. I tried explaining it to somebody as kind of like, if Kanye was going to release the movie, the source would be like somebody that worked at Apple and got the information and the upload, but said, even though it's uploaded, there's no set release date for it yet. We're just kind of waiting for word about what's going to happen, rather than a source of somebody that's there hearing from people or getting information from somebody that's there. It's more part of that official rollout aspect rather than somebody that's there doing something and working on it. So that's at least where we're at now with everything. So does that mean that this has gone officially to the Yandi realm of just who the hell knows? Or is it in the Jesus is King realm where it's just needs a little bit more time and they're still going to release it? I like to think more the latter rather than the former, but I guess we'll see in the upcoming hours or days. I mean, there were reports yesterday about a bunch of vehicles being at the ranch in Wyoming, and somebody had also DM'd saying that they had a friend in Wyoming, and they reported seeing like people checking people in at the ranch and police cars, and it seemed like an event that was going on, which we would assume would be a listening party for the album. But again, this is all like then third-hand information, right, and not from a source in the way that the initial this report is. So I just want to, I guess, provide some information that I've heard. Again, with Kanye, things can always change at the drop of a hat. That's something that we all as fans know at this point. So we really like, we're kind of up in the air about what's happening, but it's at least good to know that, at least be told that the album's done, rather than the state that Yandi was in, as we heard from the leaks, where so many of the tracks weren't finished at that point. I guess that's all that I have to say. And if there's any new information tonight, right, I'll be back with more videos talking about any of the breaking news, anything like that. But as of right now, kind of par for the course for Kanye fans. So it goes. But looking forward to updating you all soon. And if you have any more questions, thoughts, concerns, let me know, and I'll try to answer them. Until then, if you want to support the channel, the easiest way is liking, subscribing, or commenting. That tells YouTube that this is a channel people are enjoying, and they show it to more people, which is really helpful. We also have a Patreon where we have available all of the podcast episodes going line by line, song by song through Kanye's discography. That lyrical analysis is the thing that we're known for, and will really change how you listen to Kanye and how you think of his discography. Just $5 for 100 plus episodes and like 200 hours of content. And then you can follow us on Twitter at Kanye Podcast for just like nonstop Kanye conversation and retweets. And it's just a Kanye party all the time. But until next time, my name's Chris, and stay wavy and keep it loopy.